going to do is I'm going to take some of our black matte cardstock and I'm going to place this into the embossing folder. Now, if you ever wonder about embossing folders and which way around is the 3D-ness, that's the only word I can think of, 3D-ness, when you want to get 3Ds. If it's raised, that's the bit that you need to put your cardstock in, because it's going to push up into that cardstock. Does that make sense? I hope that made sense. So that's, for me, is the way that I remember how a 3D-ness comes out of this 3D folder. So for a 3D folder, you only need a cutting plate and the magnetic shim. And then your top plate will be the plastic shim. Now that is the combination for a 3D folder. I'm just going to move these to one side a moment. And I'm just going to place that through my Gemini. There we go. Whew. Love the Gemini. Favourite machine ever. And let's have a look. See if we can pick that up. I don't know if that can pick that up. Just for a second. Let's have a look. Can we see that closely? My eyes are getting worse. I've been to have my eyes tested. Got a pair of new spectacles, and I still can't see. But I've been given the thumbs up that it looks okay, that you can see that. However, I'm going to bring that to life because at the minute, black cardstock. Is it everybody's cup of tea? No, it's not everybody's cup of tea. However, gilding waxes. Now we've got some beautiful gilding waxes with the Imagination Craft range. I'm just going to bring some in, some what I call Christmassy colours. I've got a lovely red, well it's coral reef actually. I've got a beautiful peridot, which is the lovely green, and then I've got a lovely white gold, but Inca gold, or any of the golds that you can get. And I'm just going to run these over. Now my lovely little crafty fairy gave me a little top tip. So, well, if I can get in here, there we go. She gave me a little top tip, put my lid into there. She told me to get a piece of, well, a baby wipe, want of a better word, and wrap it around my finger, is how she said it. So I'm hoping I'm doing this justice. I'm going to wrap that around my finger, and then, let me just see, flick that off a moment, pop that back down. Then just tapping it in there, or taking a bit up by popping it in, and you can tap a little bit on there, and then you go straight onto there. So if I just give myself a little clue where I'm going here, there we go. So I'm just going to run over and just tap a little bit down. So I don't know if you can see that, and if you pick that up, it's just picking up the areas that you want to go. Now if you like getting messy, there's nothing to stop you doing it with your finger. Get your finger in there and just give it a good old I want to say rub on, want of a better word. There's no other word I can describe it as. But you're just going to place that on, and you can dab it on if you want to dab that on, or you can take your finger, like I said, get your finger in there and get stuck in. There's nothing, I mean, these are beautiful. I love the alchemy waxes. They're absolutely gorgeous. They've got a real beautiful shine to them. So that's that one. Let me get my green. Do exactly the same again. Oops, there's a little bit more on that one, Debbie. Be careful. And then I'm going to get the same with my red and do exactly the same with the red one. Well, I say red. Coral Wreath is the right colour. Just take that off for a moment. Trying not to get it all over my nails, if you've noticed. That's what I'm trying to do. Trying not to get it all over my nails. So let's just pop that on there, and then again just dabbing it on. And oh, this is beautiful. That colour is just gorgeous. In fact, I'm just gonna go straight on there. Literally straight on. So let's pick those bits up. In fact, I'm going to go straight into pots. Oh, this is lovely. But dabbing it or just going straight in there with your finger, there's no right or wrong way. It's however you feel. I mean, our lovely little crafty fairy, she just likes to share tips with us all. But this is just lovely. Really, really beautiful. Let's have a look. Where's the other one there? Let's give that a colour. Let's give that a little dabble. And then I think I'll get me lovely green, which is beautiful. You can see the different way though. I don't know if you can pick the colour tone up there. It's quite a nice darker colour. And when you run it on with your finger, it kind of takes a little bit of the colour out of it. It almost changes colour, but it looks beautiful. So I'm just going to take that off a minute, going to wrap that round a different way because I don't want red in the green. I don't want to, let's get straight in and then pop some green on. Oh, it's beautiful. Beautiful. Right, so let's just take a little bit more on here. Get my leaves picked up, but you can see where I'm going with this. And then I'll just bring that in. Let me take a couple more. I think I might just have a little bit of green over there. And there we go. Now then, I want a little bit of the gold in the middle just to pick that up. So let me wrap that round again. You can see I'm not getting my fingers dirty, can't you? Good way, good little top tip. I like a little top tip. I love it when people share top tips. I think it's nice. In this industry, that's what we need to do. Share more top tips. So I'm just going to give that a little gentle rub across because I just want to pick those little bits up there. There we are. That's just picking up a little bit of that detail. Now then, let me get a drier one and I'm just going to give that, in fact I'll use a piece of tissue for this. Just going to give it a little bit of a buff over without knocking too much, Debbie. The tables are rocking. Right, let me just see if I can buff that up slightly and then I'll show you the finished card. I don't know if you can you see that there? I don't know if you can see that there. But, oh, now you can see that sparkle on there. You imagine taking any of your sparkle inks or anything, any gilding waxes. But I'm just going to show you what you can create with that lovely, lovely design. So, if I just bring in the finished card to show you, look at that. How beautiful does that look? When you take your time, obviously I'm speeding things along here, but when you take your time and you use those lovely gilding waxes, and that's just giving you, let me just see if I can get that right, you can see that lovely, lovely, beautiful 3D-ness. That's the best word I can describe it.